What is SSD in relation to SAT accommodations? Have you ever wondered how students with disabilities can take the SAT without facing extra challenges? That's where Services for Students with Disabilities comes in. This program helps students who need special accommodations during the SAT. Let's break down what this means and how it works. First, SSD accommodations aim to provide equal access to the SAT for students with documented disabilities. These accommodations can include extended time, extra breaks, a separate testing room, or even the use of assistive technology. Each accommodation is tailored to meet the specific needs of the student. Now, how does a student request these accommodations? Typically, the request is made through the student's school by an SSD coordinator. This person could be a special education coordinator or a guidance counselor. They will submit the request and necessary documentation to the College Board using an online system called SSD Online. If a student is homeschooled, they can submit a paper application directly to the College Board. It's important to start this process early, as it can take about 7 weeks for the College Board to review and approve the accommodations. To qualify for SSD accommodations, students must provide formal documentation of their disability. This documentation often comes in the form of an individualized education program or a 500 for plan. It must clearly show how the disability affects the student's ability to take the SAT and justify the need for specific accommodations. Once approved, the student receives an SSD number or code. This code is essential when registering for the SAT to ensure the accommodations are in place on test day. Approved accommodations generally remain valid for all College Board tests, including the SAT, preliminary SAT, and advanced placement exams, until 1 year after high school graduation. This means students usually do not need to reapply each time they take a test. If a student's needs change, their school should update the accommodations in the SSD system. Common accommodations include extended time, which is usually time and a half or double time, extra breaks, testing in a separate room or small group, and the use of a computer for essays. Other options can include large print or braille test materials and the assistance of a reader or scribe. For teenagers, applying for SSD accommodations can significantly impact their SAT experience and performance. It helps create a fair testing environment, allowing students to showcase their true abilities. Working closely with the school's SSD coordinator or counselor is key to starting the process early and ensuring all necessary documentation is submitted. In summary, SSD is the official College Board program that manages accommodations for students with disabilities. It involves a formal request process, requires proper documentation, and provides essential supports to help students take the SAT in a way that suits their needs.